Monday, January 2nd, 2011. 30 years ago, Dolphins Chargers overtime classic in Orange Bowl. Here are Kim Bokamper's memories of that day.
Kim Bokamper was a member of the 1981 Dolphins team who 30 years ago, on January 2nd, 30 years ago, they played one of the greatest playoff games ever in NFL history. Kim, what I remember about that game is before you could even blink, it was 24-0. Wes Chandler had a punt return for a touchdown. As defensive players, who I know were challenged the whole week trying to game plan against the Chargers, tell me what your feeling was at that point.
Well, I mean, you're down 24-0, and then obviously you still got a long way to go, but you get down 24-0, especially against a team like San Diego and that Air Coryell offense. You think that they may start piling it on, but Coach Shula was just kind of like, let's just chip away, and I'll never forget the hook and lateral play with Tony Nathan and Duriel Harris. I didn't even see it. I was sitting on the sideline kind of catching some oxygen. I hear the crowd roar, and we're coming off the field. Like, what happened? They ran the hook and lateral, and it worked. And there we were back in the game. And I know in the locker room at that point, we knew that we were back in the game. We had a chance, and it turned out to be an epic after that.
Is there any part of that game and watching San Diego go to Cincinnati and go to Mondays 59, any part of you which goes counter to being an athlete, I'm sure, that says, not the worst thing in the world?
Well, not at that time. I mean, at the time it was devastating, because you want an opportunity to go to the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, and you feel you were one game away from it. But I do remember a number of us got together the next week. I think we went to Kuchenberg's house and watched the game. And as soon as we came on, we go, you know what, maybe it's not so bad that we're sitting right here. But we'd have rather gone up there and had the opportunity to play cold weather or not and see what we could have done. So, probably one of the most incredible games I played in. I played in the Chicago Bear game that was another remarkable game at the Orange Bowl. But that was one of those games that sticks with you. And you know what's funny about that game? The guys from the San Diego Chargers, Kellen Winslow and Dan Fouts and all those guys, Wesley and Wes Chandler, and you name that whole group of guys, Billy Shields, who I played against the whole day long, even after all these years, there's a connection. When you see these guys now, you played in this great game, and there's always a little jab here and there and all that type of thing. But it's funny how it's brought those two teams and members of those two teams closer. I just saw Dan Fouts 2 weeks ago on the road. He says, hey, still hasn't changed, so it's pretty interesting.
4-yard gain in that position. Our throw. Look at that! What a play! What a play! Football play. That goes to Canton. Don, what'd you ask me? He said, what do you do when you ever get in a make-up offense? This baby was designed, not today, but several weeks ago. It's in the playbook. It's a great play by Duriel Harris to hit him on a dead run. Not something you work on every day. Takes great players to execute it. They made it in an unbelievable moment. The Orange Bowl has gone from stunned silence in the first quarter when the Dolphins were down 24-0 to absolute mayhem. Nothing like flag football. 82, Duriel Harris, excellent play. They're going to let him catch it. Now here's the problem. You try to get on the wide receiver too quick. You let Nathan run his course. He outruns the defense, puts Miami back to within 7 points. No team in National Football League playoff history has come back to win from a 24-0